Okay, everybody, ready? We're gonna say
Mhm.
hello on three.
Mhm.
3, 2, 1. Hello!
Hello!
And welcome back to Unprepared Casters Minion Madness. We are here for round 2 of the chaos. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for donating, and let's keep the energy up all stream. I'm Amelia Som. I was here a half hour ago. Still same name, still whatever pronouns you want. I'm gonna popcorn to Haley.
Hi, I'm Haley. I was also here half an hour ago. The same guy as before, except now instead of dungeon mastering, I'm playing Sibylla Irick. Dead queen. Still a paladin, though. Stronger than ever because I'm level 7. Not sure how that worked. Death is a strange process.
Yeah.
I'll popcorn to Sedona.
I'm playing Thamos today, my lovely purple bard. It's good to see everybody again. She, her pronouns for me and for Faye. I'll popcorn to Barnaby.
Hey everybody, my name's Barnaby. I use they, them pronouns, and I'm here today as the bro Thorgash. And I will popcorn to Connie.
Hey everyone, it's me, Connie. My pronouns are they, he, and she. I will be playing Havoc, whose pronouns are they, she, and ta, who will be a massive woman. So fans of butches and just huge women and big women domination, rise! Rise in chat and give donations for massive butch non-binary women. And I'll pass
came to
things
the
over
right
to Em.
place.
Yeah.
Look, I'm here for it. Hello, everyone. My name is Em. I use Fae pronouns. And today I am going to be playing Nepentha Lightkeeper, who is a tiefling grave cleric, balancing the amazing strong woman energy with mom and also slightly baby girl energy. So I'm really, really excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming. Okay. Do we just want to get into it?
Sure.
Yeah, bro.
Unless there's anything else you need to establish.
I don't think so. Okay. So, classic dungeon situation. You all open your eyes. You find yourself laying down, kind of spread around the center of this circular room. As your eyes flutter open, you immediately probably feel disoriented. You don't know how you got here. You all can choose to yourself when and where you were plucked from your own timeline, your own place. But you don't feel worried. You don't feel like there's a danger here at present. You sit up, see the crew around you, faces you do not recognize. Actually, Sibylla, you would probably recognize Faye.
Yeah.
Faces you have not seen in a while. Faye, I don't know if Sibylla's alive or not for you. That's a whole separate thing. And in this room, you immediately notice a couple of things. One, on one side of the room, there is a large, like 12-foot tall wooden door. From this distance, this room's about 45 feet in diameter. You can see there's lots of things set in it and lots of like arcane scrawlings you would have to get closer to really understand. On the other side, and there's 2 lit sconces on either side. Um, on the other side of the room, there is a above half stocked bookshelf and circular patterns of tiles on the floor below. I'll let you guys come to a bit, get familiar with your surroundings.
Havoc slowly rises. At first, you all think that a mountain is forming in the middle of this space. There's a rumbling noise, the ground seems to shake, and then this woman comes to, staggers to her feet, pulls herself to her full 8 feet of height, and we see cascading down across broad shoulders this wild, untamed mass of black hair, like rivers of ink just running down her body, but it's shaved on either side. And she's kind of scratching at the shaved part. Big yawn showing off huge lion-like teeth and fangs. She blinks her big, inky, dark black eyes, and when she lowers her hand, it's past the front of her body. Ta is not wearing any clothes on the upper half of Tana body. Completely topless for the fans, for the girlies, the theys, and the gays. And we see, though it's tastefully covered by this huge mane of hair, top surgery scars across like their front pectorals that look homemade, let's say. We don't know who in the back lot of an Arby's did this girl's top surgery.
Oh, that was better than what I assumed when you said homemade. I thought one day they were just like, let's just boom, boom.
Get 'em out of
No, there's
Take
a
a
lot.
shot.
There's big scars that look like torn at by like claws of some animal or maybe her own claws. And there's a huge tree branch strapped to her back, kind of like hewn in place with thick, hardy knots of rope. And she is thankfully, or maybe not thankfully for some people, wearing pants, kind of ragged trousers, and just bare feet in it, out here. Looks up, finishes yawning, and then realizes there are people beneath her, below her, and looks down at the rest of the crew. Hey.
Your description is so good, you
Hey,
gotta
bro.
level up, by the way.
Yeah!
Yeah.
You
The power
described
of
yourself
AA.
into somebody donating $250.
Power. This is the power of the trans
Thank
community.
you. Let's do this. All right, I'm gonna level her up right now.
I think seeing Havoc stand up, Nepentha does kind of like a floor to look up at Havoc's face. And you would see sitting down, trying to dust herself off, looking at a ring on her hand that is kind of glowing but sputtering. And you see that's really ticking her off, that this something has brought her here. She has no idea where she is. She has no idea who these people are. You would see a blue tiefling with kind of long cascading black hair, big wild ringlets, these kind of piercing gold eyes with horns that kind of move up and back, jewelry intermingled, like gold caps on the horns, wearing very intricate priestess robes with iconography of cats and gold and platinum interwoven through. You see a gun on her hip. And it looks like it has some sort of arcane core to it, but it is too sputtering and inactive. And she kind of hits it and goes, "Damn it. Hello? Are we... Perhaps not the question is where are we, but when are we?"
When? It was dinner time for me, last I checked. Maybe that's why I woke up here. I ate a lot of deer.
I was,
Like
I
a
was
lot of
in-
deer got me real sleepy.
I was in midnight prayers, but apparently not anymore. So,
Prayers. You're a religious type?
well, yes, of course.
Oh man, I love monks and aesthetics. They're always traipsing through my neck of the woods, doing divine rituals and acting heresy occasionally. Yeah, learned a lot from him actually.
Well, I don't stand for heresy, but piousness should be respected in all standpoints. Everyone should be reverent to the gods they follow. So, and Nepentha or Nepi would look around at the rest of the group.
You would see about 6'2", 6'3", like orc. He's wearing a Malum Lacrosker's baseball cap and looks like umpire gear, with a sword and shield. Oh, you got a god too? That's awesome, bro. Palor, awesome. Hey everybody, hi. My name's Thorgash. Are you guys in the game? I was in a game. I was reffing. But now we're here. By the way, dude, what's your workout? I gotta know. Those gains look pretty fucking sweet.
Man, I eat a lot. I'm constantly eating. ABE, always be eating. And I move a lot of rocks. Yeah. I help a lot of, creatures in the woods. If a griffin baby gets stuck up on a cliff, I climb to the top of the cliff and I help the griffin baby out.
It's very commendable.
Yeah, natural CrossFit. Dig it, dude. Or is this where are we? Or is this a group meeting? What are we doing here?
I'm not entirely sure. Maybe this royal looking person knows.
Oh, Your Majesty.
Do I know where I am right now? Like, do I know what I'm doing here?
Wait, are you
Was I
post?
briefed?
I don't. I don't think you were briefed, but I think
Okay.
you were nowhere, and you know that Arias has something to do with this.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Obs. But I didn't get like a sit down meeting of like, so here's what's gonna happen to you. I just sort of appeared here
Yeah.
carelessly.
We can't get into
boy.
it was all the behind the curtains of what's going on in Tiff's mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. You do have your crown
Yeah.
though.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you get to keep it.
Good. Yeah, laying on the floor, full, like, real gold and jewels crown in a giant ceremonial red dress, like the kind that you isn't made to move around in, is made to sit in a chair and look good. The kind of thing that somebody would spend months of their life creating and perfecting, and it is now just laying on the floor of this dungeon. And she's just like not even moving. She's just kind of staring up at the ceiling.
Are you dead, Your Majesty? Your Majesty, right?
It's Grace, actually.
Oh,
Your
my
Nice to meet
bad.
you, Grace.
Your Grace.
Oh.
Sibylla is fine. No, I'm not dead yet. Well, I am dead. Are you dead?
Cool.
Would you like me to check if you're dead? That happens to be one of my specialties.
Yes, if you wouldn't mind.
Absolutely. So Neppy would go over to Sibylla, and also having heard Sibylla say "Your Grace," that's what Neppy calls her goddess, and so there's a little bit of like, okay. So I would go down to Sibylla and look at her and kind of kneel down and like help her, and be like, "Now, I can check to see if you are undead." Because
Right.
you're talking, so either you're dead or like in the state of half-life, or we're all dead, and that's a bigger problem.
And you're not
Can't be
dead.
dead. Taylor's not here.
No,
So
no, my goddess would tell me if I was dead. Truly,
Right. Well, when I died, I didn't get to see mine, so I
I'm
don't
sorry
know if
about
that's.
this.
it's a bummer, dude.
It, mm,
And I would
extenuating circumstances.
use grave clerics. I believe have a sense where you can sense undead. So one of
Ah.
my abilities is within 60 feet. I can sense the presence of any undead.
Yeah,
My
so
zombie.
it is odd. I don't know everything about what Neppy has or has not seen, but it is if you've come across this before, you haven't very frequently. Sibylla it's kind of flagging your undead sensors, but you also realize like typically undeath there's like an energy to it. There's a sort of an unholy sorry, someone just put a poll. There's an unholy feeling about it. And but the thing that the thing that really procs for you is that Sibylla's kind of mostly dead. You realize that all of you are not physically within your bodies here. It is almost like your souls are here. And there's some sort of like the way you are presenting is like a physical manifestation to whatever plane of existence you are or are not in. You previously asked like when or where are you? Death requires a time and a chronology. There's a before and an after, and you're not really sensing that.
Okay. I would look down at Sibylla. Well, the good news is that you're not fully dead. But when you're not fully alive either, and neither are all of us, our souls have been taken somewhere here across the multiverse in some capacity. And if you haven't met your god or goddess to make the full transition, or you haven't met my goddess to make the full transition, then you should be fine. But you're not truly dead.
Oh, you hear this voice now interrupt. Oh, thank God, they've finally found a smart one. Great. Okay. Hello? Hi, can you hear me all right? Looks like it.
Yeah, bro, we can hear you.
Excellent.
I would look
Yeah.
over
Oh!
at the last person who has
Oh, yeah.
yet to say anything.
Yeah, is it you? Is it you?
If you all look over to the corner, you'll see the most beautiful purple woman that you've ever seen in your life, sleeping very peacefully on the floor still with a beautiful, like, golden face mask. And she's sort of stretching, like, her eyes are still closed. She's not paying attention at all. She hears voices, she hears your grace, and she perks up and she looks over and she. Sibylla? Sib?
Okay.
What are you doing? Oh,
Did
everyone.
you
I hope not.
Well, clarification, we're not totally
hope not.
dead. I think that's an important line that we should draw in the sand. We're not
Oh,
totally
good.
dead.
No, because I'm going to live forever, you see. So this is not
Oh, cool.
part of the
That's
plan.
good.
Hold on, this is not my
Sick.
house. Although it looks like it, but. Who are you? Points to the voice.
Excellent
Leroy.
question,
Faye, it's Leroy.
Leroy. Although Thorgash, I was previously your employer in another life.
Oh, what's up,
Yes.
boss? How you doing?
Excellent.
Your
Actually,
voice
I
now.
have.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yes, I am. Thank you, Thorgash. I have gathered you here. I need your assistance. One of you mentioned immortality. Sibylla, we both know what you want. Thorgash, you've worked with me before. And the other two, frankly, you are roughly the 17th group of adventurers I have tried to summon to fix this. You see, I need your help conquering the one thing that has stymied every single adventuring party I have put forth. A door.
Door?
A door. I just need you to unlock some things for me. There are 15 different locks of varying kinds, arcane, physical, what have you. I don't remember. It was ages ago that I locked the things in there. And listen, all I need you to do is open the door, let the stuff out, and if that helps me achieve my ultimate goal later on down the line, I will reward you in whatever you want within reason.
Can I insight check this voice? Because a mysterious voice promising me everything I want if I just
Within
open
reason.
the door feels
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, okay.
I would also like to point out
You're not
the
on
face
board
Sibylla
immediately?
is making. Do you know
So
this?
tired. So tired. Looks so.
You look very
Yeah,
upset,
give me an
my
insight
dear.
check.
Oh, that's going to be very good. With my +8 to insight, that's going to be a 23.
Okay, with a 23, you realize a couple things. Yeah, there's no way all of this is entirely above board. You
Okay.
also realize a part of the nature of the summoning it's similar to like, when people summon like a spirit or a monster to like fight for them, or like a fae. You're kind of under that spell too. So it's not like you're doing anything against your will, but there's a part of you that's like, well, I should just kind of like there's no harm, no foul.
It's a means to an end at this point.
Yeah, but
Got it.
obvious and you're like, it doesn't seem above board. You do, with your 23 insight, get that, like, whatever this voice is does seem like they're going to compensate you in how you ask. If it's reasonable, if you're like, I want, to be king of everything, they probably can't do that. But if you want, like, something in between that, yeah.
Oh, hey, actually, if we're talking about things we want,
Uh-huh.
I've got some pretty immense beef with this one dire bear that keeps shitting in my cave. So if I break down this door for you, can you like relocate this bear? Because I've tried. I've picked her up and thrown her across the woods, but she just comes back.
Yeah. I can relocate the bear.
Excellent. All right, where's the door? I'll break it down.
There's only okay. I have other things to handle. You all work this out amongst yourselves.
Thank you,
But boss,
voice of a god.
Oh God.
Tiffany's
Not a
so
god.
great, bro.
Not a god. Let's be very
No?
clear. That's not a god. Not a god.
No, fucked up lich.
Lich.
I'm sorry, a what?
Yeah.
And chill
What's a
employer.
lich?
The
Oh,
lich?
they were my employee.
There we.
Oh, well, I worked for Tiffany. Pretty chill.
Oh,
Great
so I'm your
benefits.
boss.
Oh, you're my boss. Oh, cool, boss. Nice to meet you.
Are you a god?
Sort of upper management at that point. No.
No, I'm sorry. There was a lich named Tiffany has brought us
Boy.
here and is asking us now to open a door. I just need to be very clear what's happening
Don,
here.
Yeah,
I'm
pretty
writing
straightforward. You
everything
got it.
down. I'm writing
Nice
this
job,
all
Nip.
down. This is going to be great for later. Hold on. Just give me a second. Just writing it
Right.
down. Lich, Tiffany, bosses.
Regardless of
door.
who's a god, who's dead, who's alive, who's Tiffany, and who's a lich, none of this matters. If we destroy this door, then we get to go home, right?
Like
So
this
it's
energy. Let's knock this
And so
door
she
down.
said, Tiffany said 15 different locks.
That's okay.
Well,
I'll
just
break
run
them
into
all.
it
No
15
big problem.
times. Yeah. You look plenty capable.
Well, thank you.
The door. Is it
Your
in the room?
Sibylla.
Is the door in the room with us?
Yeah, so things in the room. There is a small bookshelf on one side of the room. There is a large 12-foot door on the other side.
All right.
Perfect.
Let's
I
open the
would
door.
walk up to Havoc, and I say, "Well, if you're going to go break down the door, may I touch your arm?"
Yeah. Go ahead.
So I would kind of just put a soft hand on your shoulder, and I'm going to cast resistance on you.
Ooh.
And you would feel like this kind of warmth and this kind of like soft golden light emanate down with like a little bit of residue on your shoulder, and it would just kind of like move down your arm. And just in case.
Oh, that was nice. Do the rest of you have this sort of magic? I don't really get to talk to a lot of mages. They tend to run away screaming. They're also very small.
I can
and
make
quite
you
willowy.
stronger if you'd like.
I would love that.
All right, come here, darling. Come here.
And Havoc comes over.
Faye's going to like take your hands in hers, and she's going to give you a little twirl. We're going to do a little dance together, and I will cast enhanceability on you. You can have bull's strength, advantage on strength check.
Great. I love that.
can-
How does your magic feel?
It feels warm and kind of fluttery, like little beads of light flowing all over your body. You have this like inner sense of joy, as if you've just heard the most beautiful song of your life.
Oh, this is awesome. You know, this should be like your full-time thing. You're really good at this.
Oh, I need to sing for you later. I think you'll like it.
I can increase your fortitude if you want to get married right now to somebody in this room who's unmarried, which isn't me, I will say. It would have to be to somebody else.
I have to get married in order to get this thing.
Yes.
To just like tack
I
on
was
a-
looking at what I have that could be helpful, and that's one of the only ones.
I look around and I say, "Can I marry multiple people and get this multiple times?"
No. You can only benefit from it once unless you get widowed.
Then would it stack?
If you get widowed, we could do it again, but I think it would stay this. I think that it would just go away once you were widowed, and then it would come back.
Oh,
Mm,
okay.
Walking into the spell that Sibylla is talking about. Yes, generally you only get the benefit first week or so while you're married, but say your wonderful new partner was to die in that first week, the benefits would go away because you two would be deeply anguished in your grief.
All
Wow,
this
marriage
marriage
is
wedding
crazy.
stuff.
Yes,
You know,
I already
you-
had this benefit years ago. It's quite nice.
Are you a widow?
I've made someone a widower.
Oh,
Sibylla.
that sucks, dude.
Right, because you were the one
Condolences.
that half died.
I died.
Full died.
Well, if we do this thing with the door, I can go back to my husband and my children and my kingdom. So
All right, well, boss, let's get you there. Hey,
Right.
hey, come here. I'm gonna be your spotter, dude. So
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
get you.
sounds good. Mhm.
All
right.
Okay. Bring it in. And I'm gonna
All right.
cast guidance. We're just doing like a little like, got
Yes.
this, dude. Remember
Everybody
to
laughing.
breathe.
I
Lift your legs. You gotta push. Do
Yep, yep,
not
yep, yep,
twist
yep.
your lower back. That's so
I
important.
won't. I
You got
won't.
this,
I'll
dude.
push through my legs. I'll hinge at the hips. And hey, don't come in
Yeah,
and
yeah.
intervene until I ask you to get the door for me because I want
No,
to
I
make sure.
got
Yeah,
you. No,
yeah.
no,
I
you
know.
got
Okay,
this.
cool.
You
All right.
got dig
Okay,
deep.
cool.
I got you. Remember, hey, look at me. I can't reach up to you, but look at me.
All right.
Listen,
Okay.
I
I'm
got
squatting.
you.
I'm
I'm your
squatting. Yeah.
spotter. Got it.
Okay. All right. I got this.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
going to take the opportunity to back up to the bookcase.
Me as
Yeah.
well. Yes, I'm
Yeah,
going
you're
to
all
stand
45
back
feet
and watch
away.
what's about to happen.
This is amazing. This is exactly what I wanted. Let's go.
Havoc takes
All right,
off
good
this.
luck, darling.
Thank you. All right, let's break down this door and go home. They take off this
Let's
huge
go.
tree trunk. It looks like an oak tree trunk strapped to their back. They like shake it free of the rope, which you realize now are just vines, just straight up vines from a jungle. They swing it back toward the door, and like the back part of the trunk almost hits all of you that are by the bookshelf, and they, bam, they hit this door with all the strength they can muster.
And you
Okay.
win, right, Mills?
What?
And we win, and
You
we're
win?
done.
Give me a number. Give me a number. That's like D&D's whole thing is I need a number.
Okay, attack roll, I assume,
Yes, please roll an attack roll
or a
for the
strength
door.
check.
But
Okay.
you described
Attack
it so
roll.
good. I think they just win.
Okay.
The door has
Yeah.
hit points.
Let's see if I remember how to play D&D. It's been forever.
Real.
Not a great roll, but that's okay. Would a 16 hit the
A six-
AC of the door?
The 16 hits the AC of the magic door.
Nice.
Roll
Okay.
damage.
We're
Damage?
halfway there.
Okay, I'm not raging technically. I'm not pissed off yet.
Yeah.
Pause in Ames's voice is giving me concern.
That's a
I see no way
9.
this goes
Good.
wrong.
It's fine.
9 damage.
Yes.
You hit the door, but like it seems that the damage doesn't quite meet a threshold.
So it's like this huge wind up, and then it just like bounces gently off of the surface of the door. Duh. All right, that's okay. That was the first try.
Yeah, it's first try.
Second
Remember,
time is
we gotta
charm.
come
Second
back,
time is
come back.
charm.
Go,
Yeah,
go, go,
yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah. All right, I'm
Keep
just gonna.
Doing wonderfully.
With that first try, there is a wild magic surge that happens.
I think it. Okay. Can you roll me a D100?
Me?
Yes.
Okay, I will roll you a D100. Let's
Alright.
go. That's a 49.
Okay.
Oh, and Sedona got a nat 20 for later. Nice.
You- I will use it well.
What was that number? 49?
49. Yeah.
49. You can't speak for the next minute. Whenever you try, pink bubbles float out of your mouth.
Those are the bubble noises. An absence of speech.
Additionally, Mills, for your awareness, we do have a random monster spawn.
Okay.
And a deck pull stone.
And a deck pull. Yeah. So after you do this immediate hit on the door, bubbles start coming out of your mouth.
Ooh.
You all can someone else roll me a D100?
I got it.
You all watch as now that you're closer to the door and looking at it, there seems to be a little mail slot and several cards shoot out. Who would like to pull from the deck?
The
Me, bro.
D100 was a 29, just for reference.
Okay, thank you so much. Barnaby, you're getting it?
Yeah, I'll pull, bro.
Card for Thor
looks-
Gash.
The spotter,
Gosh.
spotter coming in
Okay.
clutch.
All right, I have to. Why
There's
do
a
we
lot
have so many
happening right
monsters
over
on
there.
here?
The three of
that
us are over
I hope it's
there.
evil
Make
Thorgash.
over.
I want to be evil.
Okay.
They're doing great.
Several
Evil-
things happen. Okay, first, roll me a D20.
You got it. It is a 12.
12. Okay. Interesting. You've drawn the rogue. There aren't very many. Okay, actually, I know. So the rogue is a non-player character of the DM's choice, becomes hostile toward you. The identity of your new enemy isn't known until the NPC or someone else reveals it. Nothing less than a wish spell or divine intervention can end the NPC's hostility toward you. This NPC may be revealed during the round the card is drawn, or may be revealed in a later round. Okay, that's separate. So I will hold on to that. As you draw that card and see this drawing of a little guy with like a couple like daggers floating around, it goes poof, and disappears as soon as you draw it. The other cards do as well. And from behind you, you all see It's one of the tiles on the ground pops up, and it's the top of this odd constructed box. It's like mechanical in nature with spindly arms and legs, little articulated metal wings, and a bow. And it is going to make an attack at you, Thorgash, as it is immediately hostile.
Oh no!
Oh, bro.
It is going to, I assume, a 3 does not hit.
No.
Um, yeah, it just fires a little bow. Oh, 4 short bow attacks. That's my bad. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, that
many.
is a 8. That is a 7. That does an 11 hit.
11 does not hit.
Okay, it takes its tiny little short bow. You see it's golden, and all of the arrows look very homemade, and it just fires 4 at you, but they just kind of bounce off your like umpire gear. And it's standing like perched, and it has its bow, and it's looking out crazy at everybody.
You gotta plant your back leg, bro. If you're really wanting to do some damage, you're gonna need to plant it and pull the entire length of your body. You're gonna really want to work out your pecs right here. Try,
So
bet
this
you can do it
is-
next time. Come on.
Are you just letting it attack you again, or should we enter initiative?
Oh, is it my turn? Do I get to walk it?
Well, I think we should go into initiative. That would be-
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Heck yeah, let's go.
You said it was
And
a
you said there
construct.
wasn't
What
gonna
is
be
it?
much combat.
It's like a
little
weird
construct?
box.
It's a box with a bow and arrow. All right.
It's a
that's-
box with
Is it cute?
like googly eyes. It is kind of cute. It kind of reminds me of something out of the movie Robots.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
Aw.
like it's like someone made an angry evil box that had arms and legs and like
Oh
little
my-
eyes.
I've rolled 3 8s in a row. That's a 10 for my initiative.
Okay.
That's a 12 for Necky.
Natural 20 for a 21.
Let's go.
Yes.
And can someone else roll me a D100?
I will roll you a D100.
Sibylla, what is your initiative?
Or I did great.
Uh,
I did great, and everyone agreed.
Yes.
your D100 roll is an 82.
82. And what is your initiative, my dear?
It is 22.
22.
What? Whatever do I do about this box?
82. Okay. Give me one moment. Gotta pull up so many tabs.
I believe in you. You can do it.
I can do it.
We're so close to our goal. Yay!
Yay.
We're $475
Yeah.
away from
Holy
our 15K.
bananas.
Hey,
Cool.
let's go.
Woo, let's go.
As you tell it to go and give it another shot, it squares up looking at you, Thorgash, and then the box begins to open. And from within this box, seemingly like almost as if the box itself were like a bag of holding, this large creature kind of oozes out. It looks larval with big red eyes. And then, like, warping out, you see 2 huge trunks of legs, this thick, leathery, pale skin, a giant, like, bladder in its mouth that inhales as it moves, and it crawls out. And right behind, you still see the adorable little construct box. You see this large fiend staring down at all of you. And Faye, you are up first. Thorgash, you are on deck.
All right. That's terrifying. First things first, I will cast mirror image on myself. There are now multiple Fays in the room.
Okay.
I don't like this. I'm gonna step as far away as I possibly can.
Just get out of that situation.
Yeah, you
I'm
can
going
get right up next to the
fucking-
door.
Yes, yes, I'd like
Yeah,
to get near the door.
about
There
30
are
feet away.
multiples of me. 30 feet is good. And then I'm just checking real quick to see if I have bonus actions. Oh, bardic inspiration. Um, hmm. Thorgash, I'm gonna start
Yes,
humming a
ma'am.
tune, and as you listen to it, you start to feel inspired by me and my beautiful voice.
Hey,
And you will have a
yeah.
bardic inspiration die. It's a D8.
Thanks, ma'am.
I'm like singing opera at you as you head into battle, quietly in the corner.
Is that the end of your turn?
This is the end of my turn.
Yeah. You're also near the door, so if you want to look closer at the door on your subsequent turns, you may.
I would love to do that on my next turn.
Okay. Next is Thorgash. Thorgash, there's a
Or guys,
tiny little spindly box and a giant fiend that has come outside of it.
got it. Lorgash is gonna be like, "Ah, I'm loving this beat, loving this rhythm. I feel real good. I feel real hype. Paylor, imbue me. He's gonna put a lacrosse stick, and I'm going to use his divine divinity, imbue weapon, to make it a divinely christened, weapon of Paylor. And my boy is going to take a swing at the big thing, and then dump a smite into that.
Okay. Go for it.
That is 27 to hit.
A 27 absolutely will hit.
Got it. And then that is
Nice.
that is for it's 11 points, and then the smite is because that's a spell now, right? It is a spell
Oh, I do
now.
not know any of the new rules.
Oh
That's
god,
not my
yeah,
business.
94 is
That is altogether 20 points of radiant damage.
20 points of
Ooh.
radiant damage. Let me see. Yes. So what do you hit it with, the sword?
No, a lacrosse
Oh,
stick.
your lacrosse stick. Right. So as the netting on your lacrosse stick glows, I think you just whack it upside the head. You get the fleshy part of its underneath, and it just literally knocks the air out of it. 20 points of damage is a solid hit on this creature.
Ooh.
And you can see it stings a little from where the radiant netting has scarred it.
When he comes down, he's gonna turn onto the empty vessel and high five it as hard as he can.
The empty. Roll me a persuasion check.
Got it.
Yes, get on our team. Let's go.
That is a 17.
Yeah, unfortunately, this vessel is karmically bound by one of the most powerful magic items in the universe to not like you, and that's not a wish spell. So you put it up, it goes, and then it too slows you.
Oh, bro, you
Like
gotta
it
leave me
dodges
hanging.
you.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it
You're
goes
real
out of its
evil,
way to
man.
leave you hanging. Anything else on your turn?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, it's gonna shoot you 4 more times.
Remember, bro, back leg,
Okay.
dig deep.
Okay.
Does he get
gonna-
advantage from the coaching? From Cash?
Yeah, it can get advantage.
But and Thorgash
Yeah.
can be so proud is the thing.
Okay. So the second one is the first one doesn't hit. The second one is a 22.
That hits.
Does an 18 hit?
That matches my
Okay.
AC.
And then a 15 would not hit. So 2 of its hit, and that is 5, 10, 14 points of piercing damage as 2 of them again get caught in the netting of your clothes, but a couple too nick you right on the side of the neck, and they do hurt.
No, that's what I'm talking about, bro. You're getting there. You're getting there. A little bit more practice.
Okay, next up is Neppy. Havoc, you are on deck.
Okay, well, this just won't do. A fiend spawning right in front of a very pious cleric. No, 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 no. This is not happening. So, would you allow me to? No, that's going to take too much work. I was just going to grab a book off the shelf, but I feel like if I pull something, it could trip something else in the room, so I'm not going to do that. I am gonna look out at everyone here,
Do you
and I feel like when these attacks come, they're gonna get really bad. So I am gonna drop a 3rd level bless and hit everybody in the party.
Great.
So that's
Do
a
you wanna make
D4 to your attacks and saving throws as well.
Great. If you would like, what's your passive perception?
18.
Okay. With an 18, as you make this bless, since are you near the shelf?
I'm right next to him.
Yeah. You can kind of see there are several books, and then also a small. You probably wouldn't know what a plastic device is, but it's a small rectangle made of a smooth red material. It's kind of like folded into a square. That's what you notice on the bookshelf. And then a lot of books who, oddly enough, the names are not clear. Like you're
Yeah.
looking at them and the names are not clear.
Oh, I've been in a library like this before. Don't open them, don't read them, it's bad. So
Okay.
I am going to, because curiosity is a problem for Neppy, I'm going to take the red thing off the shelf.
Okay, you do. Do you open it up on your turn?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Yeah. This is what we would all know as a Game Boy Advance SP. It does a ding.
Nice.
It turns
Nice.
on. You won't have time to like start the game, so I can't tell you what cartridge is in it. But there is one cartridge in the back and one on the bookshelf. But is there anything else you have action economy wise for your turn?
Oh goodness. No, Neppy is enraptured. We've got like strong homeschool kid energy.
Yeah.
And this is like, what is this? We have like in the Blackwater universe, we have Arcanotech, but nothing like this. So Neppy like is like the gold energy kind of radiates out from her hand. You all feel warm and inspired and feel safe and like a protective, like something to protect you against death and pull you forward. And Neppy's like, yeah, cool. Wait a minute, and then I'm gonna like look down at this
Yeah.
wonderful Game
Great.
Boy in my hand.
As you have that, Havoc, it is your turn. And creature on deck, and then Isabella.
Okay. Havoc lets out a and let me tell you, it is so badass what Ty
Yeah.
is saying. They stomp the ground, and with the stomp, they begin to rage. And on their light brown skin, previously hidden tattoos start glowing and showing all across their body, like rippling down like liquid filling a vein, spiraling along her muscles. And we see that these tattoos resemble roots and vines with thorns, like kind of like blooming out down. Like arteries being perforated with blades, swings this huge tree branch back, and I'm just gonna fucking whack this fiend. Just gotta
Whack
go
this fiend.
absolutely ham on it. So that is a plus 1d4, right? Because of the bless?
Yes, that's I recall.
Okay. That is a 27 to hit.
Absolutely. I don't even have to look at the stat block, but it's gotta.
All right. In that case, several things happen when I deal damage. So I'm just gonna. Okay, that's a 6. That's great. That's a 3. That's a 9. Plus a 10. 19 to hit for the damage.
19 will hit, or 19 damage.
19, sorry, 19 damage. That was a bit a while.
Okay, yeah,
19 damage.
Great. Okay.
Excellent. I'm gonna hit this thing again.
I think that's a
with
great
my
idea.
extra attack. All right. Let's do this. I did get a nat 1 on my
Fix
attack
that.
roll.
You can fix that. You've got stuff to fix that.
I've got stuff to fix that, right?
Yeah.
I can.
You got a luck point?
A luck point. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Luck
spend
point.
that luck point, and I'm gonna re-roll. Okay, that's a 12. That's more respectable. I got a 3 on the bless. That is a 15 plus 8. I assume that hits.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna roll damage again, baby. That is a 4 plus 10, 14.
14. Okay. Math. Okay, this thing is looking very bloodied.
Something else.
Okay.
I'm gonna topple it with my maul. This is a new feature, I think, from the 2024. If I hit a creature with a maul, I can force it to make a con saving throw, and on a fail, it has the prone condition.
Yeah, hey, just letting y'all know, you could probably tell me anything's in the new 2024 rules, and I'd be like, yeah, probably.
I have a new rule that lets me insta-kill on a hit.
Yeah.
Like, it
Yeah,
just
sure.
instantly dies.
I'm
Okay.
just
I need to
so
make-
hot and strong that they can't handle it.
I need
And
to make
then-
a con save?
Yes, a con save.
That's what I'm talking
That
about.
is
Do it, Havoc.
unfortunately a natural 20.
No. Okay, yeah, so this
Sorry.
thing remains standing. My DC was a
Okay.
16.
Is
Okay.
that within 30 feet of me?
Yes.
Oh no, sorry, that's a critical hit. I can't cancel other crits, so I can cancel 30. I was like,
Oh.
someone just said a critical and it was against Havoc? Not a chance. So
No, it's a
no,
save.
we're
Yeah.
good.
Oh no. Wait, can it? I think it has to make that save twice because I hit it twice. And this applies every
Ooh.
time I
And you're
hit
trying
with
to
a
topple it
maul.
both times.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
That
trying
would
to
make
topple it
sense.
both times. So
That
the first
time it
time
was
succeeds.
this time it was a 12.
Okay, so on the second hit, like the first hit staggers it a little, and the second hit like whack right in the throat bladder, and this thing topples to the ground. It staggers backward and
It
onto the
staggers
floor.
back. It's kind
That's
of
what I'm
on the
talking
corner
about.
against I guess it's not a corner, it's a circular room. It's down against the wall.
And Havoc lets out a very badass smoldering.
No, that's right. You tell him, Havoc.
In response to that, it uses half of it. Is that the end of your turn?
I'm just going to triple check. Yes, I do believe so.
It uses half of its movement to get up from being prone. And then in response to your bubbles, it like lets out a like and you see there's just this like gross, like fiendish spittle. As it decides to I think it's gonna release a howl. I would love everyone to make a DC 16 wisdom saving throw.
Whoa.
Is this to be
And
charmed or
everyone's
frightened?
got bless on top of
It
that.
is to be
We have
frightened.
Which is
blessed.
a D4.
Okay.
Yes,
I
bless
have
is
an
a D4.
aura. I have an aura of some assortment.
I was gonna
You
say, let
said
me
that.
look at my auras.
We got enough paladins here. Come on.
You all get an extra +4 to your saving throws from my aura of protection.
Yeah.
How big
Does
is your
that-
aura?
And plus
that
2
stack-
from mine,
It's
so that's
10
plus
feet.
6.
And
10
those stack
feet,
with
okay.
bless.
This do stack.
Yes,
does stack
everything
plus.
stacks.
Oh,
26.
That's plus
I love that.
7.
And a wisdom save, you said?
Wisdom.
So +6 from the 2 auras.
7. But yeah, you're right. 6 and then whatever's from the blast.
Mhm.
Okay, I got a 19.
Do math.
Math.
Havoc is
That is a
immune to being
29.
frightened.
Woo!
29
While raging.
passes, immunity passes. What else we got?
19.
36.
30,
30.
19. Did you say 6?
26.
Oh, 26. Okay, you all pass.
Oh,
So
you're
it's
so
kind of
fine.
gross for Thorgash and Havoc, who are the closest up, because you get like monster spittle on you as it roars. But it does not take any other actions on its turn. That was kind
Say
of
it,
a
don't
big thing.
Great, bro.
A kind of long tongue whips out of Havoc's mouth as she like cleans the spittle off from her lips, and she seems kind of into this. And she lets out a roar back, but all that comes out is like a continuous spray of pink bubbles.
And they like pop on its little back spikes.
Yeah.
Okay, Sibylla, you are up. Faye, you are on deck.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just difficult because I don't have a weapon, and I never
Mm-hmm.
have. And I don't really have any damage spells, and I never have.
Yeah. Do you want to defeat
Not my thing.
You could try and defeat it in the marketplace of ideas.
Yeah, does he seem like receptive to that? Like if I channel divinity to increase my persuasion, like is he
Go ahead.
maybe-
You know, if you have nothing else to
Pretty-
do this turn, you might as well.
Well, I
Come
might
on,
I
Boss, you want a
can
weapon?
do.
Yeah.
Come and look at the
Technically.
door with me.
I could go look at the door because the
I'm
thing
over
is,
here by the door if you want.
yeah,
rather
I
me
just
have
feel like the
tab?
first time I roll a d20, it's gonna go really well.
Yeah.
Sort of feel it in my heart. And so if the thing to do is to help get the door, get through the door, because, you know, that is our end goal here. And I can't be very helpful in combat. What,
got it,
what
boss.
does it... You're going to have a wonderful place on my staff when this is all over. Do you want to be like head Queen's Guard? I think I've already given that one to my sister. You can be second head Queen's Guard?
Hey, second, silver? Awesome. I'll take silver.
Been looking to add more sports into the city's leagues for the children.
Good
Yeah,
for
can I
you
guess I'll
too.
just go with the
Exercise,
door.
boss.
No, thank you.
Okay.
Water!
James, would you allow me to do something kind of buck wild if I
Probably.
spend 2 of my luck points to do it? I have 2. I would
Uh-huh.
like to spend them on something that's not a luck point to help Sibylla out.
Yeah, well, what is the thing you're trying to do? If it's fun and cool, I'll probably let you do it.
So
If it sucks, no.
in the Blackwater D&D universe, guns are holy weapons.
Uh-huh.
And my god isn't here. So my gun doesn't work. But Sibylla's god is, I'm assuming.
Yeah, she's somewhere.
So Neppy has a gun that doesn't work on her hip. I'm wondering if I could spend those luck points and seeing Sibylla kind of fumble for no weapon.
God,
and
can I have a fucking gun, Mills?
Yeah, Sibylla deserves a gun. Sibylla deserves a gun.
I've never met anyone who deserves a gun more.
Mills, can Sibylla have a gun?
Sibylla,
I would love to just like seeing Sibylla and feeling like a kinship with Sibylla and being like, you're in a dress. This is not, as someone who wears robes, you're like, this is too much for this circumstance. I think Neppy pulls it's called the Doom Tube off of her hip and slides it across the floor. You see this beautiful, like pewter bone-handled gun with like an arcane crystal in the back that needs to be charged by someone with divine power. And Neppy's god is not here in this universe, but Sibylla's is. And she would happily give Sibylla her gun so that she could use it and feel like she has some control in the world.
yeah.
Giving Sibylla a sense of control, you don't understand. That's the best thing you could possibly give someone.
Listen,
Okay.
I will stay canonically as Sibylla
Number
is
one
one of my
gift.
favorite characters in the Unprepared Casters universe, so I'm here for you. I got you.
Yeah.
She needs a gun so bad.
Sibylla, a gun has been slid across the floor. You absolutely can do that. That's great. Imagine what DM would I be if I didn't allow that to happen?
And I will
You know-
gladly spend both of my luck points to do that
Yes.
kind of like a reactionary
Yeah.
thing. Go ahead.
Absolutely.
It's crazy gun lore and how it interacts with Sibylla as well, because the inventor of guns in our universe is sleeping with Sibylla's younger sister. So
Yeah.
there's a lot
The-
going on here.
The gun for reference deals 1d6 piercing and 1d6 necrotic.
Yeah. Sibylla, you see this gun. You want to shoot it?
I do.
Are you going for
I'm gonna pick it up off the floor, kind of look it over in my hands, and look over to Neppy
You'll
and go,
likely have to pray to it first, just a little bit.
oh, I'm good at that. Are you looking for employment?
Being the high priestess of my religion is a full-time job, but I understand.
Looking for a new chief magic user? And
Give that a shot
I-
first and then we'll talk.
I'd like to crit on the monster, please.
You do get to crit on the monster with your nat 20. Are you going for the giant fiend or the tiny little cube?
Big one, big guy,
Okay.
big dude, death.
Yeah, go
I
ahead
will
and
say, Mills,
Yeah.
you feel free to say no. When this gun crits, it casts a second level inflict wounds on the target as well.
Can I?
But up to you if you let that happen.
Yeah,
but in
sure you
general,
can.
that's
I
that's
got
what happens.
puzzles to get to. Let's kill this bitch.
Mills, we're being tormented by the guy that killed me. Mills, let me
Yeah.
let me kill
Okay.
this demon.
You have to look up the rules for inflict wounds, though. I don't want to do that.
I will.
Um,
Okay, so I do get to crit because
You have-
somebody
'cause-
gave me a nat 20. Thank you so much, chat. Love you. You said it's 1d6 piercing, 1d6 necrotic.
1d6 piercing, 1d6 necrotic, and it casts a level 2 inflict wounds that doesn't double.
Right, that
so
would
your
make sense.
regular dice would double, but the inflict wounds, and so that's let's see, it's 5d10. Have fun.
Jesus Christ. And then Mills, do you need me to separate the piercing and necrotic?
no, because it's all magics.
Sick. So from the gun, that's going to be 12 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to make the computer roll. I can't do math right now. Are you kidding?
Mm,
5d10. I'll be here all day. I can't be using my brain power on math.
Thanks, Mills, for letting Isabella use my cool gun. I love it.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you for giving Sibylla a gun. She needs a win.
It's 32 necrotic damage from the inflict wounds.
How would you like to do this?
Just
Hotly.
yeah, sexy.
Yeah.
It's such an image because like when I said dress you're not meant to move around in, I mean it's got like the big trumpet sleeves, bustle situate. Like no part of this is a combat outfit. It was an effort to lift something off the floor, like to bend over and get something off the floor. But she managed it, prayed to the gun. And I think even just seeing that a little prayer worked and there is that like connection still to her life and her faith and her devotion, empower to crit. And I
Yeah.
shoot it in the head and it dies.
Yeah. So if I may embellish a few things.
Yeah, go
As
for
you
it.
reach down to pick up the gun, it actually tears your dress. So there's this long slit going up your leg. And so you're standing there like that Angelina Jolie in that one Oscars, if anyone knows,
Yeah.
Yes.
where your leg is out. It's like a perfect thing. You hold and you do this prayer. And right now, so much of your soul is tied up in Arias, Tiffany, Leofric, whoever this
Yeah.
person is. And
The
so you
euthanasia
feel
wizard.
drawing on that magic because that is the magic that you have access to.
Mhm.
But within it, that part of you that is still yourself, that still resists, it's Palor you worship, right?
Saloon.
Saloon. In this deep, like necrotic tendrils, as the bullet moves through the air, it goes straight through the head of this beast. You also see a calm bit of moonlight, such that when you are alone, you are never truly forsaken. And it does give you a little hope that one way
I
or another,
cry.
maybe things could be different.
I'm crying. I'm holding a gun and I'm crying.
Neppy's crying for Sibylla is beautiful.
Yeah.
And I think Sibylla would look over at Neppy and also see some like Neppy's in like high priestess garb. This is
Yeah.
also not combat compatible. So you see
Yeah.
someone who also makes the best of what they have to wear in these situations. And it's just like, I got you.
We're seeing each other.
Next up is Faye. As this creature, as soon as the bullet goes through, the necrotic energy kills it, and that white light like envelops it in a fraction of a second, and it disappears. There's still this construct that has beef with Thorgash.
Forgot I hated Thorgash.
Can handle the construct.
Okay.
I believe in him. Tell me about the door.
Okay. Would you like
Let me use
to-
my crit on it. However I can. Yeah.
I would say make an Arcana check.
Ooh, okay. What I crit.
What's your modifier?
It's +1. So it gives
Okay.
me 1.
Crit, Mills. It was the best one.
I crit. I know
I-
everything about the door.
I know. I'm just curious. I'm just curious about the flavor.
It's 21.
Knows.
Yeah.
Face
As
kill
you look at the door, you see a lot of things.
Tell me everything.
There are 15 arcane sigils embedded into the wall. On the door, there is an alphabet and numbers laid out in the Dvorak pattern, like keys. There are a set of arrows pointing like each cardinal direction. There is a switch with 2 grotesque faces next to it that is currently in the middle that can go either way. You notice as you are speaking, there seems to be like a glowing, like whenever someone talks, it's listening for something. There's maybe some sort of, or multiple, you think some of these are redundant words you could say. There is the word new door at the top with like tiles. It can be like slid around. There's a physical door there. It looks like even though Havoc's hit didn't deal damage directly, that perhaps a hit could deal damage. And then there are some sigils that, as someone who is familiar with magic, you know that there are probably some spells you could cast, maybe to get rid of some of these. And there is just this like orb at the top that's watching you, like a little eye in it, just seeing
give it
everything
a
that happens
wave.
here. It does
Hello.
not respond.
That's fine. I think. Are we still on initiative?
I guess Thorgash still needs to deal. I'm gonna assume we're gonna exit
Yes,
initiative,
until
and
the
Thorgash,
okay.
whatever you're dealing with, this little cube, it hasn't hit you very much. So I'm just gonna randomly say that it's pelting you with tiny arrows unless you do something about it. It's
Let me
mostly
show you how
caring
it's
about
done.
Thorgash. Yeah.
Yeah,
So we can exit initiative.
So okay.
Am I still bubbling? It's at 1 minute,
Soon
right?
after the combat, the bubbling will end. It only lasts for a minute.
So we have letters that can be moved around, 2 switches, many arcane sigils and arrows pointing at. What were the arrows pointing at?
They're just like so there's like the word new door at the top can be slid around, and then there's
Yes.
like buttons, like it's specifically a Dvorak layout keyboard, and there's also like arrow keys.
Can I look
Oh.
at my new little device in my hand?
Yeah,
Yeah. Does it
you
look like a
have
gaming
you
device?
open it up. You can mess around with it, figure out how to turn it on. It
Yeah.
is currently loaded up with the Kim Possible movie Game Boy Advance game.
I love that. I love that.
Okay. Okay. And
Um,
what's the other game that's on the shelf?
Pokemon Blue.
Oh, that's a classic. That's
I
so
think
good.
Neppy's knowing nothing about these games. Neppy sees the pretty lady on the front of the Kim Possible one, and it goes,
Yeah.
and puts that
Um,
one in.
I think
Yeah. Oh, also one thing on the door I forgot to say. On the door, there's a mail slot that is a green glass door, specifically within the door.
is it open?
Can I start to play said game?
Yeah, you can. You're
Do I
gonna.
need to make a check to do that?
Yeah, I don't. What kind of game would be? I didn't think about what a video game check would be.
Performance.
Would it be
Performance,
like
sleight of
I'll let you
hand.
tell me.
Dexterity.
Yeah.
Kind of hand. Yeah.
So Neppy's never played a video game before, but is decently smart and very wise, picks up stuff very quickly. Could I potentially use an insight check to see if I could figure out the mechanics of the game and pick it
Yes.
up?
Yeah.
Nice. Pro
Um,
gamer.
GM, question for how do
Yeah.
you spell new door? Is it like new door or is it like NU?
Newdor.
Okay. There's a kind of as Havoc's voice comes back. They're still raging, and I would like to recklessly attack this door.
Please do.
I'd like to redeem myself and actually deal some damage here. Okay. Wait. Before I do that, can I drink my potion of Cloud Giant Strength?
You can.
Yes. Whoever gave Havoc
Okay.
a random potion, it ended up being Cloud Giant Strength. It was so good.
It sure did. Okay, that's a plus
Do
11
I
to
have
hit.
a? Oh, right. Go Havoc. Thank you, Mills.
If you were gonna, okay,
I was gonna maybe do one thing, but if you want to just hit the door, you can go for it.
Yeah.
would destroying or hitting the door mess with what you wanted
No.
to do? Because you should
Yeah.
go for. Okay, cool.
No.
So that is a 28 to hit.
28 hits.
Okay, damage wise, I'm just gonna wail on this thing.
Yeah.
That is a 7 plus 10, but because I am recklessly attacking, I have a feature for that. I gain an extra 2d6. 7 plus 10 was a 17, so that was a 2, 19, 25 points of damage.
So
I think that's all I get to add, yeah.
the damage threshold is 10, so that means in order to deal any damage to the door, you have to deal at least 10 damage per hit. It did have a max of 25 HP. So as you swing into the door, I will allow you to narrate this.
Okay. Yeah. There's a moment where the party is like observing this door, trying to like figure out what the puzzle might be, the anagram maybe at the top. And then Havoc, the bubbles dissipate. They let out a primal roar as their tattoos continue to glow with this kind of like dark magic. And bam! A single clean hit from this massive tree trunk cleaves this door in half. It's like someone splitting wood. It's like someone snapping a matchstick in half. It's using a hammer against a tiny little seashell. It is an overuse of force, and it works. Wood splinters go everywhere. The magic in this room itself shatters and pulsates outward. You can feel the weave snapping, if that's how magic works in this world. And the door itself splinters in half vertically down the middle, folds open, falls over, and kneels in front of Havoc, like a single pane, onto the ground, one half, the other half gone.
And as that door falls over onto the ground, you see behind it an entirely identical door. However, the arcane sigils embedded in the walls, one of them out, as you have gotten through one of the locks.
All right.
We
So
also
how many
hit our
insight check-
15K goal. That's how good of a hit that was
Yes!
from
That
Max.
was so
Is it- we
good.
hit our fundraising goal.
Yes.
Woohoo.
We hit our fundraising goal and got a wild magic surge.
And got a
Oh
wild
my
magic
goodness.
surge.
Who was-
Wild magic.
Who got wild magic? Or is it just
It
for the
says
table?
for whenever.
Okay. Does anyone want to
hasn't-
search?
Who hasn't done one yet this round?
As I get a 28 on my insight to play this game, I feel like that a little nun priestess picking up a video game for the first time, I feel like that constitutes a
I
win.
feel like that. Yeah, give me a D100.
Yes.
It's just so unlikely in the.
That's gonna be an 86.
An 86. You cast mirror image. There are
So
now
you
two of you
see-
play.
Yeah, you see two like another version of Neppy kind of swings out, and they both just start looking at each other's games and sitting next to each other. It's like when two people sit and play video games together and don't actually talk to each other, but it's the nicest time.
Yeah.
They're
And
Neppy's deep in this video game right now.
the two of you are actually both playing. Like, it's not like you're just duplicating. Like, you're both separately like playing this game.
Fun
As
guys.
you go through Compossible, it's great and fun. There's a part that you're trying to get past though, and you're having some trouble with it, and you stumble upon a little cheat code you can enter into your little Compossible game. A very well-known Nintendo cheat code that allows you to bypass the obstacle.
Awesome. Amazing.
Are you
Like,
Do you know the
familiar?
Konami code?
Yeah, the Konami code.
I have no idea what that is.
Up,
Silly.
up, down,
It's
down,
up,
left,
down, up.
right, left, right.
Yeah.
A,
A,
B,
B,
A,
start.
start. There you go.
So that's what I put in. I absolutely put that in.
Yeah, you put it in your little Game Boy and it works. And you get past the obstacle there.
And I think Neppy in that moment looks at other Neppy, and they're just kind of like talking. You just hear Infernal just like chattering to each other, the two of them.
Mhm.
And then Neppy walks over to the door and does that with the arrows.
Yeah, with the arrows, and you do the what's it called? The keyboard button.
Yes.
There is not a start key. There is a doorknob.
I do. I turn the doorknob.
You twist the doorknob. It does not unlock, but as soon as you do, poof, another one of the arcane sigils goes out.
And I think from that as well, does it look like I'm going to just try something here, feeling very excited and self-assured in this moment. I'm going to cast Dispel Magic. On
Dispel
like, a
Magic does
symbol.
take out one of the arcane sigils.
Cool. So that's 2 down.
That's 3 down.
3 down. Great.
How many are left? Because I want to also
12.
dispel. Oh, my
12
God.
are left?
Yeah,
I'm going to also dispel one of the
Dispel
locks.
does not work again.
But
But there
interesting.
you rolled a nat 20. There are 2 other sigils that are activated by magic spells.
Is there anything else about them that look?
Roll an Arcana check.
All right. Arcana. I rolled a 13 plus 1 is 14. I'm going to use my plus 1s for this.
Mhm.
I'm going to use I have 7. I'm going to use all 7. I'm having 21.
Okay. One of the arcane sigils you can tell is actively sending out a spell that is keeping you from opening the door. So if you were to perhaps
Get that one.
counter it.
Can't counter. But I can relay this information to the group.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay.
Also, the door is sentient in a way.
What does that mean?
It lights up when we
I-
speak.
Okay.
It can
Thorgash?
I'm gonna pull out a bottle of Gatorade out of my like sports bag, and I'm gonna drink my potion of mind reading. And I'm gonna
Nice.
try to mind read the door.
Yes.
Yes.
go ahead and give me an intelligence check.
Oh boy, I'm gonna use all of my bonuses because it's
That's
not
the
a sword.
Thorgash.
Oh, that's not terrible. And then I'm gonna use all of my plus 1s, all 4 of them. So that is gonna give me a 22.
With a 22, I will give you two things. One, the door can be persuaded. Two,
So good to know.
there are words it is looking to hear.
What do you
Okay.
need to say the doors?
Hey, bro. Can you please open? Please?
As soon as
That's
you
the
say
magic word.
please, that
That's the
deactivates one of the
magic word.
sigils. There are a few other
Mom's right.
sigils that look like that as well.
Ames, can
Mhm.
you said there's a color shifting around the edge of the door.
Yeah.
I would love to see if so I think when Thorgash says please and when we do things that help us with our goal, I'm wondering if this is a thing of you said the door is sentient. Does it feel? Does it feel emotion? Does it when Havoc hit it, did it turn red? Is in anger, did it is it is it green or anything like that when
Yeah.
Thorgash says
We
please?
upsetting him.
Yeah, you actually see. So when I say it is kind of sentient, it's not that it is feeling an emotion as it's happy or upset with you, but when Havoc broke it open, when you enter the code, when Thorgash said please, the color did shift a little green as if you've done the correct thing. And I think it's kind of, or it shifts between a hot or cold kind of thing as well. So as Thorgash was getting closer to saying the word please, it shifted green. So you could probably use that to guess if you're on the right track.
I'm wondering if you will allow me to use the
Mhm.
spell Calm Emotions on the door to
Yeah, man.
see if we could potentially get more, if it's going to show us things that would be more akin to hey, we're closer to solving this puzzle. You know what I mean? It'll be a bigger response so that we can tell we're on the right track.
Yes, absolutely. You can use
So
the spell
I go up to the door and I place both of my hands on it. And you just hear, whoever would be close to the door, you just hear this beautiful, dulcetted tones, lilting prayer in Infernal. It sounds almost like a hymn or a psalm. And Neppy touches her forehead to the door, says thank you, and I cast Calm Emotions.
As you cast Calm Emotions, it you can see the magic seeps into the sigil, and the one sigil in between the arcane one that was activated by his spell, instead of bursting out, it very easily relaxes off, and the door is green as your Calm Emotion spell has unlocked another seal. Also, Thorgash, you take 5 points of damage from the guy shooting tiny arrows at you. He's been doing it the whole time, but it's just only a couple hits.
Every now and
Gotta
then he
gotta
gets
keep it up, man. You're getting there. I'm feeling it, the bird in my back.
Yeah.
Mills, I'd
Mhm.
like to look for a letter for the door. For
You
the
look
mail slot?
for-
Maybe in the bookshelf?
Oh.
You go to the bookshelf, and what you see is specifically a copy of the entire Lord of the Rings
Ooh.
set. And then just think of a book title. Well, okay, well, you have to tell me.
Oh,
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah, so
I was-
Faye is thinking of it, but I need to know what you're
trying to
thinking.
think of that
Ava's
book
doing
that
magic
you
for
love
us.
so much. What is
What?
it? I was
Gideon
thinking
the
of that
Ninth?
book that you. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So
I was
you
trying to
think
think
of
of that.
Gideon the Ninth, and you can find it on the shelf.
All right.
And it is about the size of the green glass door in the door.
I'm gonna try giving it to the door, so slipping it into the mail slot.
Gideon the Ninth will not go through the green glass door. It just stops at a magical
It's
edge.
too big.
But I love that book. What do you have against Gideon the Ninth? Huh?
Maybe
It's an
rather than
excellent
Or
letter,
have
book
maybe
return
something
slot.
smaller. Something
Oh wait,
smaller.
you're coming through very quietly for a sec.
Oh, sorry. Maybe instead of a letter return, it's a book return slot, and we just have to find what book it wants.
Hold on. Still raging. I'm going to, seeing that Nep's attempt to calm its emotions and speak to the store has worked. Havoc walks up and is gonna bang on the door like there's someone on the other side, an irate neighbor telling you to quiet the fuck down. Hey, you better accept this book, okay? Because it is a work of literary genius. And you would have to be just absolutely tasteless to not understand the deep bond between Harrow Hark and Gideon Nav. All right. It's both a murder mystery and a deep queer psychological deep dive. And who doesn't like lesbian necromancers in space? Am I right? And I would like to intimidate this door into accepting this book.
Maybe the door has already read the first one. And it needs
Well, it
Well, you gotta
always
read the
can
second
beggar
one
a
to get the
reread.
whole thing, you know.
Yeah. You
Deeper
Gideon the
themes
Ninth.
reveal themselves only upon a reread the second or the third time. It foreshadows so many of the deeper themes of Harrow the Ninth and Nona the Ninth.
Yeah, you try to put Gideon in there. It does not want the first book in the Locked Tomb series.
There's an excerpt from Harrow in the back. Just read the excerpt.
Do you tear the excerpt from Harrow out?
Yes, I do. I easily tear it off and I try to stuff it into
You
the
put
book
a
slot.
piece of Harrow the Ninth and the door accepts, and you see 1/3 of the green glass door within the door lights up.
It needs 2 more?
It needs 2 more books.
Oh. My daughters loved. It's a wonderful book that it's the vegetarian edition, so it's just green eggs. And I would like to put green eggs. I'd like to find and put into the door, please.
Yeah, you look for green eggs and meat substitute.
They
You
took
fi-
that out
just
completely.
just green eggs. You find green
Jim
eggs.
was going through a phase.
And the door will accept green eggs.
Thank you.
And the second third of the little light around the green glass door slot opens or lights up. It would like one more book.
I cannot
Oh,
think of another book that fits this rule. It's
The
killing me.
Hobbit.
What's the rule again?
Oh,
Gotta be a
the
green book. What
Hobbit.
about the... Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you take the Hobbit and you place it through the slot, and it lights up. It accepts it. One of these sigils goes out, and you can also see that lingering, like it's still glowing green, as if that might be another clue for another lock.
Hmm. The rule of the green glass door is things will only go through it if they have 2 of the same letter next to each other in its name. So like green has 2 E's, glass has 2 S's, door has 2 O's. That's a camp counselor game for you. If you ever really want to frustrate a room full of children, they hate it.
Yeah.
And Havoc too. Havoc is so frustrated.
Yeah.
So which
It's
puzzles
okay.
are left?
So, yes, there's a keyboard, or
There
I don't know what
are
a keyboard is. There are letters
3
and numbers.
word-based puzzles. It's also worth noting the door is just locked. In general.
Oh, just regularly?
Yeah.
Oh, so there's also a
there
key.
is
All right,
Or just does anyone have who's good with their hands?
not me.
Great with my hands.
Do you wanna can you
Does
pick
anyone,
a lock?
can anyone pick locks?
Not
I can
me.
try.
I believe in you.
You know what? Thanks,
Uh,
boss. You know what? That really means a lot.
Whoever's, I will
I'm all
walk
about
over and
morale.
enhance ability for dexterity.
You also have your bardic inspiration still?
Got it. I'm gonna turn my baseball cap around. Gonna get in there.
You got this.
Thanks, boss. Feel motivated. That is all together, and the Bardic's a D8, right?
Mhm.
Okay, that is math is so much fun. That is a 22.
22. Would you like to add any of your plus ones to that or no?
I've used all my plus ones.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, I'm getting a finger wag no.
Oh no, I haven't. I got 4 more. Thank you, chat.
You were
I love
donated
you.
more plus
Uh,
ones, yeah.
Fantastic. Then I'll use all 4.
You use all 4 for a 26, and you manage to unlock the physical lock of the door using, I guess, like your, I don't know, whatever tools you got. It works. And one of the arcane sigils goes out.
I'm gonna turn
How many
around
are
to
left?
Scylla. Permission to hug,
1,
boss.
2, 3, 4, 5,
Granted.
6, 7. There are 8 left.
Can we play? Can
I
we
start crying again.
play with the sliding letters?
Yeah. So it says new door. As you start to slide, you hear a voice pre-recorded coming from the orb says, "Please rearrange to form one word."
Oh no, it's one of these. Oh no.
As
Okay.
that happens, there are also
New
3 of the arcane sigils that are just you need to say the right thing.
All right.
Oh, God. What other magic words?
I'm gonna try
Please?
friend.
Thank you.
Friend is a
Friend.
magic word.
Friend
Do
doesn't.
you just say friend in common?
In
Friend in
Elvish.
Elvish.
You say friend in Elvish, and one of the sigils unlocks.
Oh my gosh.
So we say
Right.
friend in different.
They said Elvish 101 was a waste of time. Who looks like a fool now, Joe?
Oh wait, I know languages. And I'm going to recite the alphabet, watching for any green glows to see if any letters are correct. In Celestial.
Nice.
As you go through the alphabet, as soon as you say you get to like A and O, it lights up briefly and then like doesn't, as though it's like each one of those letters is like the start of a correct answer.
Open. I say that
Open
in
it, it flares a
Celestial.
little bit, but doesn't unlock.
Oh,
Open sesame.
You say open sesame, the door unlocks.
All right, have it.
Are we still looking for one more set of magic word?
the
Mm-hmm.
last one was
Starts with an A.
Mm-hmm.
Is it abracadabra?
Kazam.
Abracadabra, it lights, but it doesn't quite go off.
Alakazam!
Alakazam.
As you say alakazam, the door unlocks.
Woo!
Or the lock undoes. You have
Look,
one.
So now we
two-
just
in
have
front,
new
so
door
just be
that
surprised.
forms a different
Yeah.
word.
The switch in the middle, there are 2 faces. As you look at them, it says one question above them to see which side you should switch the flip the switch to.
Anyone
And
got
they
a
both say,
letter?
flip it over here.
Oh, I
Do the
got something
faces
for
look
this.
different?
Zone of truth.
Oh.
You cast Zone of Truth.
Get him.
Okay. So do you lie? Well, I'm talking one on the left. If I turn it
Mhm.
this way, is the door gonna open?
Yes.
Are you lying?
No.
Okay. All right, you on the other side. If I ask you to open the door, all right, is it gonna open?
And you can see it's like straining because it wants to lie, but you've cast Zone of Truth. And it's like, no.
You know what? I appreciate the honesty. Is it force? Maybe, but you know what? I appreciate you for giving into your feelings.
Yeah. And do you switch the door to the left or the switch to the left?
Yes.
You
the
do,
left.
and that one unlocks. Okay. We have 4 more. You need to rearrange new door to form one word. And there's another magical one. You cannot counterspell, so you'll have to come up with something clever to destroy that lock. And then another one where the eye is looking at you.
I.
Can
Uh,
make the
can
eye
I-
close? Can I cast sleep on the eye? Make the eye close, go bed? Go bedtime?
Ooh.
You
I
cannot
was
target
gonna
the eye with
dance.
sleep.
Can I?
And
Can I
It's a sensor, it's not a
perform
creature.
for the
The eye is not
eye?
a creature. Can you what?
Can I like do a dance for it?
Okay.
Well, performance or
performance.
something. Yeah. Performance.
You can do it.
Oh, that
Just
was
be a
a
dance.
2. I'm gonna use a luck point.
Okay.
We're gonna roll that again. How many times can I use luck points in a row?
As many as you
How
have.
many you got?
Okay, another one. 19 plus 7 is 26.
Yeah.
Okay. With a 26, you do
That's
your
2
little
of my luck
dance.
points.
And the door, seeing that no one here has any possible way to cast counterspell,
I'm like, hello, please open for me.
kidding.
Thank you. Hello.
it does deactivate that lock.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Through the power of magical dance.
Yes.
Boss. Can I answer? I figured
Yes.
out the riddle. Can I solve the riddle?
The new
You
door
ask-
riddle?
Are you asking permission to
Yeah,
solve
the-
the
Yeah, you're my boss. I thought I would just checking
Yes.
with
No,
you.
that would be very helpful if you could solve the riddle.
All right, yeah. Is it wonder?
It
There's-
is not.
No,
we're
there's
missing an O.
there's a second O.
There's an extra.
Oh, dang. Spelling somebody's
Oh,
strong.
wonder.
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 Ooh, no.
Havoc reaches up. Can I pry the extra O off to make
Make it
To make it
Orgash's
wonder.
answer correct?
Yeah,
You
go ahead and
said
make
wonder. Incredible.
go ahead and make me a strength check.
Okay, do all the bonuses that people gave me before apply?
You have.
This is a new roll.
Okay.
Has it been 10 minutes since we've?
I know.
Oh, an
Probably.
hour.
We've
No,
been
it's
doing
been-
the last 20 minutes
You
in real
have this
time.
for an hour. You still have
Okay.
enhanced strength, or yeah,
Okay.
so you still have advantage.
Advantage? Okay. Do I still have the D4, I think, from
From
Neppy?
Bless?
From
You would have had
Bless.
Bless is, I believe, only a minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
that
All
would
right.
be.
So you
That
have
would've made it.
advantage, and you can, if you'd like some inspiration. can
I
sing
would
for
love
you.
some inspiration.
Please,
Yeah.
I'll just keep humming my tunes. You have a
you-
D8.
As well with a D4.
Oh, excellent. Okay, let's do this. Ooh, that's pretty good already. I'll take the 18 plus a 2 from the D8. That is a 20 plus a 3 from the D4. That is a 23 plus 8. Whatever that is.
31.
31.
31.
Okay. As you begin to pry the second O, you have the door glows red. You have greatly displeased it.
Oh no! Sorry,
Come
Dad.
on!
Yeah.
None
You
of the words I think of can match.
you pull it
Cut us a
off,
little slack.
and wonder does count, but now the door is sad.
Oh, hey, that's fine. That's fine. If it counts.
Well, now I feel kind of bad.
I don't need. I don't
Announcement.
need the door's approval.
We do have another wild magic surge.
Okay. That's gonna
No
censor on
person
you
specified.
for hitting the door, if that's okay with everybody
Have
else.
that.
Me?
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that makes sense. That's fine. It's okay. I can take it. I can feel something coming. I hope it's not bubbles again.
That was a fireball. You broke my
Bubbles
door.
are cute.
That was a 40.
40. You regain 2d10 hit points.
Oh,
Great. Now
heck
you've been
yeah.
rewarded for your
For your violence.
I'm always saying this.
I'm already at
Violence
full.
is the answer.
Oh, goodness gracious.
How many do we
The-
have
I have a
left?
gun now. This
You
is what I
have 2
believe.
left. There are
Two left.
2 sigils still glowing. The eye is still looking at you to do something.
He needs to go to sleep.
Oh, but I danced for it.
I know
You danced
Sibylla was
counterspell
asking
away.
about sleep.
Oh, okay.
Does it look like the eye is watching us? And if it could no longer watch us, that would, or no, Faye did a performance.
Faye
Yeah.
performs
Yes, but
counterspell away.
Basically, I
Ah.
counterspelled it.
Okay.
The,
Does it look like the eye is watching us and maybe needs to not watch us anymore?
It seems like the eye needs to see something to deactivate something. So if you make the eye not watch you, then it is not going to
To
get the
work.
trigger. In the same way
What
the
do I
door is
want to look
listening,
at?
that's what the eye is looking for.
Maybe one of us needs to emotionally open up and then the door will open.
I feel like you and Havoc have been
Is there
incredibly
anything-
emotionally open this whole time.
That's very true. Is there
Maybe
anything?
we
Maybe the
that-
most closed off of us needs to open
Yeah.
up. You know?
We
Is
need
there
to
anything
share
about the
something vulnerable.
sconces that's important? We haven't looked at those yet.
I just assumed that's because Leroy likes sconces, honestly.
Oh,
And you,
that's a fair
you said
assumption
that-
to make.
this Tiffany is a lich.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, she wants this door open, and I am assuming that potentially because she wants it open, it's either using the same type of magic that she does, which would be like necromantic magic, or it's going to be using the opposite of it. If she can't get through it, perhaps it's magic that she can't cast.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
would like potentially healing the door or
Anti-necromancy.
putting radiant magic into the door,
Try to
or
heal the door. If maybe
or
that would
doing
make it less sad.
doing some form of magic that is antithetical to Tiffany and her abomination of lichdom.
Right. I'll cure wounds the door.
Got this, boss.
Sorry about Havoc before, door, but you have to understand it's desperate times.
It was necessary. I don't apologize for anything.
Where do you specifically cast Cure Wounds?
I guess I'll go to the eyeball.
Okay. You cast Cure Wounds on the eyeball. And I mean, that's not what the puzzle is at all, but we're also at time. So I will say you cure some emotional wounds that
Yeah.
that
M's
would have
reasoning was also quite good.
that
You
is
just
really
wanna go
good.
with
That is a very
their
clever that is
logic.
a very clever thing. And so I will say what happens is as you press cure wounds, it will break one of the seals directly because the magic is so opposed that it destroys the
Nice.
seal.
Nice.
And there is one singular thing left.
Oh,
So I'm going to give everyone the chance in the sensor. It is looking for one visual gesture that if you do, you can unlock the door.
Havoc and Connie immediately
Yeah. And you flip
Percy?
off the door, Havoc, and the seal breaks.
Are you
Yes.
serious?
The last two were break an arcane seal and flip off the door. The magical energy, I think, is enough to break the necromantic
Oh my
magic.
goodness.
It was,
Oh
it
my
was gonna be
gosh.
that, or somebody had to flash the door. That was like the other thing that I was
Yeah.
thinking.
Yeah.
As,
Havoc will do
as
all of
both.
it. They're flipping off the bird. They're pretending to eat someone out. They're like they're putting their hair up.
haven't been wearing a shirt the whole time.
No shirt this entire time.
Yeah. As you do so, the door flies open, and you will all see what I can only describe as a barrage of souls rushing out towards you. And right before it hits you, you're back to wherever you came from.
Oh, back to the void. Good.
It's bottom
Oh,
of the
I think-
ninth.
My house.
We go back to wherever we were. Oh, goddamn. I think
Yep.
Neppy feels sad that she didn't get to say goodbye to her new friends, but
Yeah.
feels very
Ah.
comforted in the fact that Sibylla has a gun now.
I'm keeping the gun.
The
Yeah.
gun stays
Me in the
peaceful.
void, we've got a gun.
That's
Yeah.
a holy gun. That is a holy relic of a goddess of life and death. You're good.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And as you all have solved my 15 door puzzles very well, I might add. Thank you so much. You did.
Solved. We did great.
That will be the end of round 2. You will see us in about half an hour for round 3. You will not
Wait, Mills.
see me. Yeah?
What was the effect? What happened? Because we won.
What do you mean? Oh,
Are you gonna,
Oh,
say
yeah.
what happens
All-
because we won?
yes. All of those magical souls are going to rush and probably torment the players in round 6.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're tormenting them.
They're
don't
tormenting
love
them.
Everybody.
Yeah,
I
basically,
love
yeah.
that.
Tiffany
We're
locked a bunch of
so
souls
deep
up like
inside.
centuries ago and could not remember how to undo it. It's like a storage
Her
closet.
password had like a bunch of mixed cases and like
Yeah, and it was like,
exclamation
oh, I
points and-
like gave myself the hints, but I couldn't remember.
Yep.
But yeah, thank you so much, my lovely players, for solving my door riddle.
Thank you for making a door for us.
And also, Neppy, you can keep the Game Boy.
That's a good
What?
trade. A gun for
Yeah.
a Game Boy.
Gun for a
I'll
Game
go
Boy.
I'll go tell our DM next time Neppy comes. She's got a Game Boy and she's having a great time.
Okay, we'll see you back here in 24 minutes.
Bye.
Thanks,
Bye.